So today I'm going to show you guys my blog post. So here's my first one. It's tracking shadows during the day blog. And so what we did was in this photo, I took a photo. We put a battery in this dot right here. And at different times that we did at 9:23, 10:35, 12:07, and 2:15, we saw what the shadows were, traced them around, and then colored them in. But you had to be in the same spot, and all the shadows were pointing north. So over here was north. Then we made a graph to show how short how big they get, how short, then they get big again. So everyone's data was a little bit different since they're all in different spots. But they should have had the same thing, it's taller, then it gets shorter, then it gets taller again. So then we had the reflection questions. So the patterns that I noticed, I saw that there's a U-shaped curved line. A shadow started big, went a little smaller, and then went big again. There's an arc that shows how we see the sun. It rises in the east and sets in the west. If you take that arc and turn it upside down, it should make a U. You have the arc of the shadow. So, as I showed you here, they go like a U kind of. They go down, up, down, and up. And then I went through all of them. So here's some more. I just tried and answered them as best as possible. So the next one is what caused these patterns. Number 3, when you analyze your shadow graphs, when did the longer shadows occur and why? When you analyze your shadow graphs, when did the shorter shadows occur? Why? What was the most challenging part of this lesson? What did you feel you learned from completing this lesson? So I answered all of those, and you can see that it took me a little while because if you took this, it probably took another 1, 2, 3, maybe at least 4 more of these questions, and I got all my answers. So they're pretty long. I'm proud of myself for that. The next one was observing the sun for a day. So I made a video for this one. And then again there was reflection questions, and there was 8 this time, so they were supposed to be longer, and it was really, I thought I did a really good job. So this was the first one, and I number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and you can read those. So the questions that were asked: what shape or pattern did the sun appear to make in the sky over the course of the day, and what evidence do you have to support your explanation? Number 2, how did the height of the sun change during the day? What evidence do you have to support your explanation? Number 3, why was it important to use the same landmarks for each observation and have a permanent spot to record our observations from? Number 4, when you look for your data from the day, how did the sun's position seem to change over time? Number 5, if you did the same activity next week, do you think you would see the same pattern of movement of the sun? Why or why not? How about in the next month? What about in 6 months from now? Based on your observation, where do you think the sun goes every evening? So we just had to answer those questions with our best knowledge, but we had Mr. Soares that taught us lessons and stuff, so we should have used the notes from there to help us with that one. The next one was the environmental challenge, and we all picked a thing like a problem that we see every day, and we were trying to solve it. So I did littering, and my thing was what happened was there would be a suction, and the garbage would go up it would go around buildings and stuff, then go down into a garbage can, and then it would stay there. So I had to explaining the next challenge, explain why did you choose it, explain the solution. And these two were just things I needed to remember to do. And my reflection, so you can see that this all went down here. My reflection question started here, but the answer started down here. So the questions were: what was difficult about this challenge? What did you learn while completing this challenge? And what evidence do you give others about becoming better at time management? So I just had to answer those because that challenge was about making sure that everything was correct and that you used great time management, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to finish it. So the next one's observing shadow patterns, and we made a thing link, and if you push the little things, you can learn a little bit about themselves, a little bit about them. And this is just when I got them, where I got like the image from, which it's really loading. And then this is all the equal. Like this isn't. Each chapter is placed on an image at noon, and then this is where all of them are. And it's really cool, like how it looks, but it's a real image. Then I had again reflection questions. Reflection questions were: how are shadows made outside in the daytime? Provide some evidence to support your answer. Number 2, could shadows be made inside your classroom? If so, how? Number 3, do outside shadows change during the day? If so, how? Refer to the pole or stick the class observed outside if needed. We didn't do that because the weather wasn't like cooperating. The next one. Think about what time between observation and the shadows pull. What happened? So, well, the time between the observation, like what happened what happened when you went out there, like say 9:23, then you went out at 10:35. What happened to that shadow? Number 5. What does this? The answer to 4 tell you about the sun's position in the sky. Number 6. Insert 1 or 2 photos. Oh, so we weren't able to do this, so that's why I don't have number 6 down here. And the Revolutionary Tug of War was in History Live. You know, there was two people. One was like the British Army, one was the American Army, and the British were like really strong, powerful. So they were the taller kids in my class, and then they were the smaller kids. So here's a video explaining the difference between them, like what happened in the video and what happened in actual history. Next one. So I have to explain 20 or more. And oh my gosh, this is loading. Okay, it's coming. Okay, so day and night. So we did day and night, which is like what happens during the day, what happens during the night. So I got some like some notes from it, and then I made a video again. It's loading. So my notes, I got the daytime is light and heated because it is the side that faces the sun. The other one is the other side of the earth is not facing the sun. It is not heated and darker. This is nighttime. Next one, the earth is always spinning, and that is how half of the earth is nighttime and the other is daytime. Number 4, all Earth's days are 24 hours, and that is how long, oh, it says long, oops, it takes the Earth to spin once. I gotta work on it. Number 5, the Earth is constantly spinning its axis, allowing the sunlight to shine on different areas of the Earth at different times of the day, creating daytime when the sun hits the Pacific area. When the sun is not shining on daytime, when it's not shining on the Pacific area of the Earth, it is nighttime. Since the sun does not hit all the Earth at the same time, it is daytime at some parts of the world and nighttime at others. And this, also explain the seasons. The part of the Earth tilted toward the sun experiences summer. Winter occurs in the part of the Earth that is tilted away from the sun. So we learned all about that, and then I explained a video about that. The next one is Earth's gravitational force, and we took a picture of, we dropped marbles, you know, and then we gotta do another video. And this is this is actually a long video for me. And it had it looks so I explained all of this stuff, and then I explained a lot, I think, and then there's 8. Number 1, what does following best describes Earth's shape? A disc, circle, sphere, or plane? And I did what I thought it was, and then I added a little bit of evidence. Next one, Earth's gravity pulls an object toward its blank, and I added evidence again. Number 3, which one do you find most useful? Explain the gravity and its effects. Why? So that one you had to do it, and I did some different ones. Number 4. 5. Why are models helpful to explain complex scientific concepts like gravity? And number 5, do you think the moon is affected by Earth's gravity? If so, why doesn't it fall down toward the Earth? So that was a little hard for me because Earth uses the gravity to pull it towards, it uses gravity to pull it towards it, but the moon doesn't have any gravity. Number 5, do you think the moon is affected by Earth's gravity? If so, why doesn't it fall down toward the Earth? I just said that, sorry. Why doesn't a plane of bird fall from the sky? That was also a little hard because there's gravity pulling down, but it doesn't pull the birds in. So I had to try and think of like a way like it worked. Number 7. Does gravity ever stop working? Do any forces ever cancel out gravity or reverse it? Explain. That one we already learned pretty much about. And number 8. Why is this lesson on gravity a good time to learn about craters? Then the next one, modeling Earth's shape. So I went to band for a little part of the time, so I didn't get some like research prep, but I went home and did some notes so that I was like caught up. And then I did another video, but this is like an Earth drawing. This is probably one of my like worst videos. I wasn't really prepared at all, and I was trying to do the Earth, but it wasn't working. So I was trying to scale it and stuff, except it wasn't working at all. So then there was again reflection questions. What does the scale of a drawing mean? How does the size of their drawings of Earth compare with the actual size of Earth? Number 3. Even though your drawings are different than the actual Earth, in what ways do those actually represent Earth? Number 4. How does the point of view of a drawing affect the ways objects look? So, I wasn't really prepared at this video. I don't really think it was my best video, but Next one is my human body research paper. So it's just, if you click on this, it will take you to my human body research paper. And I needed to put a link into it, and it has an introduction and conclusion and all these different like and then like so you just click on it. Money Island certificate. So this is, I didn't get exactly what I was supposed to get. This is how I became a guru. I need to have my study loot. I need my study loot to be lower than my bills. So I was earning more. I was getting more than I needed to pay. And I didn't get the correct thing, but here's just the scale showing that I did it. How our muscles know when to move. So we used Science Companion Prime, and if you click on these, you can see them bigger. And we did a sense of hearing, sense of sight. Was it more difficult to catch the ruler using one of the senses as compared to the other? So we also had to do use one of your senses and not the other. So use touch and not smell and listen and taste, and then we have sense of touch. How could you use the sense of smell to catch the ruler? The sense of taste, and then explain how the senses, nerves, brain, muscles, and your fingers help to catch the ruler of some of the senses explored. Use of the directing your muscles, the nervous system chapter in the student reference book to help you. Okay, and then I did my reflection questions. I know I did put reflection questions and answers, but it doesn't matter. So the questions were, was it more important to catch the ruler using one of the senses as compared to the others? Explain. How could you use only the sense of smell to catch the ruler? Number 3. How could you use only the sense of taste to catch the ruler? Number 4. Explain how the senses know. So these did it in here, so I just Command C. And then the second day, I did it with Harvey, and I was throwing a piece of paper at this and seeing what they did. Were they going back? Or they just staying there? And then again there was these, and then reflection questions. How did your body respond when the ball or paper was thrown at you? How would this reflex protect your eyes if the transparently had not been there? That was the paper that Harvey was holding. And number 3, do you think the nervous system responded to the catching the ruler and blinking it in the same way? Why or why not? Were the senses used in both? Were the muscles used in both? Did you have a thing about action? So that one wasn't really long, which I'm not happy because there's a lot that's in that. I was writing this thing for Junebugs, which is a story that I made. And then here's just a video that we did. Questions, and then I'm not going to read these. And then I have another video again, and then same thing. And then I did my student-led craft ones with my mom, and it's the one I did at school, and then the one I did at home. How your muscles get the
You guys are
nutrients they
doing good on
need.
those videos. I need to listen to Abby. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
So
They're also good.
Sam took the picture, and then he put it on his blog. And Connor and I just took it, and
No, it shouldn't cut
So-
it at all. I know it says that, but it
and then I just
shouldn't.
did
We have
these,
permissions to go past
and then I went down. And the World Kindness Day,
Show me what it's doing to you.
one kind of world, and I just did the ones I did, and then my
What are you
quote
in
was right
Houston
here.
in 2016?
So, kindness is a world that needs to be jumped into because kindness doesn't always is around, so it needs to, oh my gosh, there's so many.
Here, do this.
Let me keep going. Oh my gosh, so many.
Open window documents.
My vault certificate, so it's just a certificate of vault. Schoolway lesson 13. I just did. Donald Trump was our new president. So this is when we found out that Donald Trump was like going to get a new president. So we just did like a whole thing about it, and it was a little hard for me because I just came back from band, so I needed some help. And then Dia de Muertos is something that we learned about, and we put this is all that I learned. And then I got some pictures, and then I had some questions I wanted to ask. And breathing hard for our muscles was another for science. And there's just a lot of like things that we did. The reflection questions. And the election next week, Mr. Solis read us, and I just split everything up. So elections, about John Adams, early voting, stuff that I learned, and then questions that we had to answer. And it doesn't really look that nice. So we did pen pals, and I had 3 pages of pen pals because I didn't like having them all on one page. And so I put 2 activities on one day. So my pen pals will respond to me, but they weren't really responding to me really much. I was really like the one talking to them a lot.
Yeah, some of them were duds.
And and then sometimes they weren't even talking about weird things. They were talking about like TV shows that I never really
Some of them had some really
like.
good ones.
I didn't really. They were like talking about like TV shows, and I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
And Schoolwide Fiction Lesson 6 was the last one I'm going to show you guys. So there's some we wrote this book, and there's lots of this book. And then wait, Daniel, can I use your sheet for just a second? I need to see what the last video was. Oh, 5. Oh. So, and then this is the last one actually. So the point of views, and then I wrote about that. And then, so that is my student-led conference.
If you all keep this pace up, I'll give you more time if you need it because you're all focused.
That is
Keep plugging
my
away,
student.